Some of the most dangerous foods for French Bulldogs are probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Today, you'll discover the hidden foods that can make your Frenchie seriously ill, the warning signs of poisoning, and exactly what to do before it's too late. Welcome to this explainer. We all do it. We look at those big, pleading eyes and think, a little table scrap is just a harmless treat. But here's the scary truth. Just one small bite of the wrong everyday food can instantly become a life-threatening emergency for your French Bulldog. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the hidden kitchen threats. The biology behind this is absolutely fascinating, but it's also pretty frightening. See, we humans have this incredibly robust metabolism. It's basically built to process and filter out a whole bunch of compounds. But French Bulldogs, they are especially vulnerable. Because of their small, compact bodies, toxins concentrate super fast in their system. Their unique metabolism processes these harmful compounds much, much faster and honestly far less efficiently than we do. So the crucial thing to understand is exactly how these toxins attack their little bodies. Depending on what they eat, the toxins can aggressively damage their red blood cells, mount a direct attack on their nervous system, induce sudden kidney failure, or trigger dangerously low blood sugar. The severity of the poisoning always comes down to what I call the mathematical equation of danger. It's the specific type of food plus the amount eaten multiplied by the small size of your dog. Let's move on to Section 2, 4 highly toxic foods. First step in our fatal 4 is chocolate. Now, chocolate contains a toxic compound called theobromine. While you and I easily metabolize theobromine without a second thought, dogs literally cannot break it down efficiently. It builds up to toxic levels incredibly fast. And please, keep this in mind. Dark chocolate has the highest concentration of this compound, making it absolutely the most dangerous variety for your Frenchie. If your dog does manage to get into chocolate, the impact on their nervous system is severe. It's terrifying, honestly. The warning signs you need to watch for include vomiting, a sudden burst of hyperactivity, a dangerously rapid heartbeat, muscle tremors, and, in severe cases, actual seizures. This is a very rapid onset crisis. Next up, food number 2, grapes and raisins. This one is a highly unpredictable threat. For reasons scientists are actually still studying right now, even a tiny, seemingly harmless amount of grapes or raisins can cause sudden and irreversible kidney failure in some dogs. Because not every dog reacts the exact same way, it makes this food incredibly unpredictable and deeply, deeply dangerous. If you even suspect your Frenchie has eaten a single grape or a raisin, you need to monitor them closely for these physical changes: vomiting, a sudden onset of weakness, a complete loss of appetite, and significantly reduced urination. That last one is a massive red flag that their kidneys are struggling. Moving on to our third major hazard, we have onions and garlic. These are literal red blood cell destroyers. And here is a super vital piece of information. It really doesn't matter what form they're in. Whether they are fresh from the garden, thoroughly cooked in a stew, powdered in your favorite seasoning blend, or dried, they aggressively damage a dog's red blood cells, leading to severe anemia. The visible signs of anemia and poisoning caused by onions and garlic are pretty distinct. You'll likely notice pale gums instead of their normal healthy pink color, extreme tiredness, just generalized weakness, and rapid breathing as their little bodies desperately try to compensate for the damaged red blood cells that are struggling to carry oxygen. Now, let's look at our 4th threat, which is probably the stealthiest one of all: xylitol. This is an artificial sweetener that causes incredibly rapid drops in blood sugar and possible liver failure in dogs. And you know the scariest part? It hides absolutely everywhere. You're going to find it in sugar-free gum, candies, toothpaste, all sorts of baked goods, and surprisingly, even in some brands of peanut butter that you might literally be using to hide their medication. Consider this a strict wake-up call for sure. A single dropped piece of sugar-free gum can rapidly crush your dog's blood sugar within minutes. The symptoms escalate frighteningly fast, going from sudden collapse, straight to seizures, and then to catastrophic liver damage. Xylitol ingestion isn't a wait-and-see situation. It is a strict drop-everything-and-go veterinary emergency. Okay, take a breath. Let's cover Section 3, Emergency Action Plan. Before an emergency ever strikes, you really should have a safety toolkit ready to go at home. This means having items like an emergency pet first aid kit and a slow feeder bowl to help manage how they eat. I've actually linked a few of these specific pet safety essentials right down in the description. Every single French Bulldog owner should definitely consider having these at home for complete peace of mind. Now, if the worst happens and your Frenchie does eat something toxic, you need to follow this exact step-by-step protocol. Step 1, calmly but quickly remove any remaining food from their reach. Step 2, save the packaging if at all possible, because reading off that ingredient list is going to be crucial for the vet. Step 3, call your veterinarian or an emergency animal poison service immediately. And step 4, please listen, this is critical. Never induce vomiting unless you are specifically instructed to do so by a veterinarian professional. Section 4, Prevention and Safe Alternatives. Let's talk about keeping them safe in the first place. Prevention really just comes down to establishing a few simple but strict household rules. Always keep toxic foods completely out of reach. Habitually read ingredient labels, especially on things like peanut butter and baked goods. Firmly teach everyone in your household not to share human food or table scraps. And lastly, store your dangerous foods securely. To make that easier, I've linked some fantastic airtight food storage containers and dedicated airtight dog treat containers in the description below to help you keep the dangerous stuff locked safely away. Look, you don't have to completely stop treating your dog. You just need to swap the dangerous choices for safe ones. Instead of risky things like chocolate, grapes, or onions, try offering safe swaps. Fresh carrots, blueberries, or just plain unseasoned cooked chicken are great. Establishing proper feeding habits really is a game changer. I've also linked some high-quality, veterinarian-approved healthy dog treats, along with those slow feeder balls down in the description so you can spoil your Frenchie safely. And finally, Section 5, Final Recap and Actions. Let's do a really quick review of the fatal 4 everyday foods that can turn deadly. We've got chocolate with its theobromine, grapes and raisins with their deeply unpredictable kidney threat, onion and garlic, which literally destroy red blood cells, and sneaky xylitol, which crashes their blood sugar. Remember, just knowing these is half the battle. Acting fast is the actual key to saving your dog's life. I want to leave you with this final, really important question. If your Frenchie ate something toxic right now, are you truly prepared to save their life? Your French Bulldog depends on you to make safe choices every single day. If you found this explainer helpful, please subscribe for more science-backed French Bulldog care, health, behavior, and safety tips every single week. And don't forget to check out those helpful safety products, like the first aid kit and healthy treats, linked in the description to keep your Frenchie safe, healthy, and happy. Thanks so much for learning with me today,